It's time for the most motivational segment in all of sports. Also time where we read some viewer mail. Christina went all the way to the post office today to bring back some comments from YouTube.
To the post office for that? Mm-hmm. Wow.
Why were they at the post office?
I don't ask questions. She comes back.
Gianna prints off the comments, puts them in the mail to the post or P.O. box. So Christina, yeah, I've always thought Gianna didn't like Christina. She makes her do extra work. I get it. I'm on to you.
These are real comments this time. Not that Don Sr., Don Jr., Ryan and Brian aren't real. Shohei pitched, because remember, Shohei was on the Bud list.
Yep.
Shohei pitches 6 scoreless and hits 3 home runs in the same game. Brou should take credit. The next one.
I do.
GOAT Bud list performance. Again, that's from you. And then finally, this is Shohei's version of the tackle that turned the tide. Hopefully, at least. So yet, I just wanted to drive home that the Bud list, we don't just say it's the most motivational segment in all sports. It actually yields results.
Yes, yes. Very well done.
There you go. I mean, you want a cowboy, I guess? I don't know.
I don't know. We want something funny.
Is that it?
What was that? We're all waiting.
I don't like the cowboy.
That's fine.
I don't like the Photoshop.
Okay.
So it's just 3 compliments, and he's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Am I in a cowboy hat with a little vest on?
Waiting on something.
We're waiting on a punchline.
I don't like Photoshop.
There's always a punchline. That's fine. Then at least pull a funny comment. Not just like,
it was funny. It mentioned
thumbs up.
Turn the
Good
tide.
prediction, Brou. We're all waiting.
Christina, failure.
Well, I am looking for big time motivation.
Thank you.
All right, that's what I do. And at number 3, Justin Herbert.
Oh, wow.
Justin, what are you? Are you like a better version of Jay Cutler?
Oh. Jay Cutler?
Are you a slightly worse version of Dan Fouts and Phillip Rivers? You know, great quarterbacks for the Chargers, legitimately great, and Fouts a Hall of Famer, but not quite good enough to lead them to Super Bowls. Maybe, is that who you are? I don't know. You started off like gangbusters. Actually, number 1 on Brou's ballot for a few weeks. Maybe, Nick, do you know him, have a relationship with you? Because he goes at your squads. And he looked great in beating the Chiefs, looked great in beating your Raiders.
Yeah.
And then since then, it's been all downhill. 5 games since then, 8 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 3 losses. All right, so now tonight you face Minnesota. You have a chance to right the ship. And I don't want to hear about the offensive line injuries. Tell that to C.J. Stroud. You think he wants to hear that? No, I don't want to hear about the offensive line injuries. You got a solid receiving core and running back group. You got a coach who's great and loves you. Defense is okay. Defense is good enough. Like, I think you guys should be a very good team, but you are only going as far as you take them. And believe it or not, I believe in you. I do. I'm not Danny Parkins, but I do believe in you, Justin. Go get it done. All right, at number 2, J-Lo. J-Lo, you're an afterthought. J-Lo doesn't even matter this week. It's all about Aaron. It's all about Aaron Rodgers facing his former team. What about you? I think it's about you. Aaron's career, you know, he's had a great, phenomenal career. It's tailing to an end. But you are in the prime of your career, or getting to the prime of your career. Make this game about you. This is your time to begin building your legacy. Aaron had to take the torch from Brett Favre. You have to take the torch from Aaron Rodgers. Make this the official taking of the torch. All right, now you've been good. I mean, contrary to popular opinion on this show, among those 3, you have been very good this season. A 108 passer rating, I guess that's something to sneeze at. 10 touchdowns, 2 picks. All I hear is, oh, he'll throw the bad interception. He'll throw the bad interception. 2 interceptions this year, that's it, against 10 touchdowns. And you're having a very solid year without a couple of your best receivers who will be back at some point. Now, you got the team to do something special. You can be a star, and you can win a Super Bowl. You got the running back in Josh Jacobs. Plethora of good receivers, if not a great one. The defense is going to keep getting better and already is good. You just need kind of to step it up a little bit, and light things on fire. You got the ability. Start tonight. J-Lo, I believe in you. At number 1, major motivation in Ruth.
Oh, here we go.
The Ravens.
The whole team.
All of them.
This seems
all
unfair.
the front office. John Harbaugh, Todd Monken, Zach Orr, the defense for sure, Lamar, Derrick Henry, everybody. This is it. I called it a month ago.
Yeah.
I said, this is the game we're pointing at. You might be 1-5 going into Chicago, but you get that game, it'll turn everything around. And look at all you've done. First of all, you got Lamar back. You have every reason to feel like this is a fresh start. Lamar is back, all right? The defense is coming off its best performance of the season. The veterans took all the toys out of the locker room. You're at home against a decent team, but not an overwhelming squad. Like, this is the time to begin the resurrection of your season. What an opportunity. Mm-hmm. What an opportunity. And to make the playoffs, to win a division after a 1-5 start, when people think that can't be done.
Momentum?
Yeah, talk about momentum going into the playoffs. I said while I was over the offseason, you'll back me up on this. Maybe rather than running through the regular season and everything being great and peachy keen, maybe you have some adversity.
I don't think you were anticipating quite this
I
much.
wasn't anticipating. I just said it wouldn't be bad to have some. Now this is a lion's share of adversity. I didn't necessarily want this much, but hey, this is adversity. If you turn this around and run into the playoffs, having won 8 of 9 games, whatever it's going to take, that is momentum going into the postseason, which is what you need. Ravens, let's go. I believe in you.
Wow, just an excellent bud list. That was.
It is an excellent bud list. I'm going to add to this bud list Brian Daboll.
Ooh.
Yes.
Coach is not here. The knives come out for Daboll.
Well, Nick, I'm going to ask you a question, okay?
Sure, I'd love that.
Your head coach, they have one job. What's that job?
I mean, game management.
They got to manage the game.
Yeah.
They got to manage the game.
Yeah.
If you're a head coach, that's the expectation for the most novice of viewer watching the game. Oh, he's going to take control. He's going to know what he's supposed to do.
Greg. Yeah.
And when you as a head coach don't do that one thing, here comes the noise. And the noise is deservingly loud. Because as a head coach, if you don't manage the game correctly and the fans have something to be excited about because of the change at quarterback, the defense playing well, and you are quieting all of that excitement down because we're focused on, is our head coach going to put us in a position to win these games? Is he going to protect our players? Is he going to cover for our rookie quarterback? Because we're not going to blame Jackson Dart. We're not going to blame just the defense.
We're going to blame.
We're going to blame
the kicker.
You. And the media in New York, boy, it's loud. The chatter, the noise, it's loud. And when it gets loud, decisions have to be made. You made a decision earlier this year once the noise got loud at the quarterback position. You know what? You didn't want to play Jackson Dart too soon, but you know what? The noise got loud. The boos were clamoring. You folded. Jackson Dart, go, please. Now it's on you. You've been asked about, are you going to make any coaching changes? Shane Bowen, like, the debacle on defense, what you didn't do for as far as game management. Look, you see the title. Yeah. It's day by Daboll. Now I don't think they're going to get rid of you at any point this year because they care about the quarterback. And they care about that young man and preparing him to just go into the next season without disruption right now. But boy, no one's expecting you to just go and beat the Eagles this week, but we better see your team adhering to whatever you're telling them this week. You better be competitive. Brian Daboll, I believe in you
Really?
for the rest of the season.
Wow.
Well, that's good stuff. Dart could be his savior, because you know what they did with Daniel Jones. He had a pretty good rookie year,
Yep.
and he had several offensive coordinators while he was there with the Giants. That didn't work, obviously. I'm sure they do not want to put him with several head coaches and offensive coordinators. Dart. So that could save Daboll's job. So.
Yeah, but it can't have a massive tailspin like the
Right,
No,
right.
like the
they
Bears.
did it, like the Bears
They need to
after
put
the
it-
Hail
But they
Mary.
could lose.
They
as
could-
long
They
as-
can
Right.
lose,
They could
but
lose,
it
but
can't be
not
ugly.
7 games in a row.
Right.
And they have a really tough
There has to
schedule.
be some
KW.
Well, it's 4:12, and whether you like it or not, here comes the sports media ombudsman.
People do like it, and I don't.
I
Whether
didn't
you
say
like it or
people
not,
did. I
just
didn't say
seems
people didn't like it.
unnecessary
I
as
didn't. I was
always.
just telling them.
So this is a positive sports media ombudsman, Brou, and it's one near and dear to my heart. So an interesting thing has kind of developed over the past few years at this very network. We have become very heavy in guys who's came up in radio. There's obviously myself. There's T-Bob on Herbert on Wake Up Barstool. Danny, Brou, you did radio. You didn't come up in radio. And of course, the godfather really of the network, one Colin Cowherd, which is why it warmed my heart a couple days ago when Colin won the equivalent of the Oscar for radio broadcaster when he won National Personality of the Year at the Marconis.
Oh, that's
It is
cool.
such a really cool, well-deserved, and I assume he's won many Marconis, but this is like the best actor at the Oscars. This is the biggest category, and he won it. And I am a radio guy at heart, which is why this is kind of a multi-layered Bud list, because there was another friend of FS1, guy who was on this show before, Andrew Filipponi. He also won the Marconi, his station did, for Station of the Year, which was really good. Because it's been a tough week for Andrew Filipponi. A week ago today, Brou, there's a happy ending to this. He sent out this tweet, and we'll show it to you, because says, there's no way the Steelers lose tonight. In fact, I'll get my nipples pierced with no numbing agents if they lose to the Bungles. It ain't happening. Now, you might say that's just a silly radio bit. Why is that on the show other than he's Nick's friend from college?
Can I stop down here for a second?
Yeah, sure. They tried to tell me that I had to
hear
warn
the
you
end
about
of
this.
this story.
I didn't want to because it's such a positive
I just want to stop down
story.
here for
Yeah,
a second.
go ahead.
Talking about this guy getting his
Nipples pierced.
with no numbing agent. Okay, I mean, do you have other video here, or is this just a talking segment?
There's no video. Can you just
I'm just a little bit nervous.
Can you just so here
a little
is
bit nervous.
We don't
trying
wanna
drive
see it.
right
so
out.
here there's
Go
nothing to be
through it.
nervous about, and like I said,
He said, Wild's gonna hate it.
like I said, you have to trust me and have faith in me of why I'm doing this. Because just like I'm always trying to do a shave your head bet, radio guys at their cores want to make these big bets and have payoffs. So how is, as you see my pink shirt, and it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, how is Andrew Filipponi, recent Marconi winner, paying off his bet? Update.
Okay.
I'll be getting my nipples pierced at Mike's Beer Bar.
Gracious.
The money raised through ticket sales and other stuff will go to fight breast cancer.
Great.
If you think it'd be fun to watch me suffer and kick breast cancer's butt, stay tuned for how you can be there. So, shout out to a fellow Marconi winner, friend of the show, for making a terrible wager and losing it, and then raising money, turning it into a good cause.
That was good.
That's a good.
That
That's
is
I told
good.
you.
I thought it was going another direction.
No, I wasn't
did
going to
too.
show video
I
of
definitely
anything.
did.
No, I was
Right.
going because you lose a lot of credibility with the audience. You're like, I'm going to do this, and then you lose, and you're like, I'm not actually doing it. So in a few days, that's happening. He's probably going to raise 50, 100 grand for breast cancer.
That is
research.
good. The
Yes.
end is good.
The end is good.
Next time, make a more reasonable
Yeah.
bet. I mean,
Yeah.
really?
The
See-
no numbing agents felt like
he didn't even have to do it.
No. Yeah.
I don't even know why he
you
threw
could
that
have just
in there.
said it, period.
Yeah,
It
I mean,
still
yeah,
would've
yeah.
been
hold on, is there a numbing agent?
Wow. Woo.
I'm gonna put the Dolphins podium on the Bud list.
Oh, this is
Podium.
great.
So,
Dolphins shouldn't speak.
well, I didn't. Here's the thing. Okay. we are in the sports content business, and these press conferences are giving us the content. But much like a responsible bartender, when they see someone that's had a little bit too much, you know what? You are the lifeblood of our business, but your money's no good. Dolphins, you can shut it down. There might be fines. I don't know who's gonna fine you, the league. Maybe we can tell you, like, we're good. For the sake of the league and the team, this is not helping the sport. So now we have, and this is a true story. I was like, oh, I saw these 2 quotes that I will play for you. I'm like, maybe I'll run through all of the Dolphins quotes from Mike McDaniel saying today's a good day because we're another day closer to death. Yeah. And then you had another player was mad at the Bears because the Bears were playing tackle football. That was too difficult. And then there was literally too much. I'm like, I don't have all day to do this. I'll just pick the 2. Yeah. It's accurate, but Greg, I just wouldn't volunteer it.
Now we know he's been throwing blindly. He's been back here. Here, go get
It's just I appreciate the honesty and I like the content, but
He
at
has
this case,
now
I gotta cut you guys off.
He's too honest.
Call you an Uber.
He's
I
volunteered.
hate to say
He's
that.
like, my problem with passing to Tyreek is he's so fast and I have such a weak arm.
Gosh darn it.
And my problem with throwing to Jalen Waddle is our linemen are tall.
It's just, it hasn't been.
You were to a guy, Wildes.
I am a Tua guy. I like Mike McDaniel too.
They just sometimes just say no comment or whatever. But that's an excellent one. The Dolphins podium. That was terrific.
Dolphins in Atlanta.
That was great.
There you go.
That's motivating. Maybe they'll do
I don't know if that was more.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.